Well, I must say, I thought it was an excellent performance.
Considering they were only an amateur company.
The leading man was awfully good.
Yes. Well, one can always tell when somebody's been to one of the better schools, can't
Absolutely.
one? Oh, here's Alan.
Well, here we are. I must say I do enjoy a wee refreshment after a show. Well, that's a pineapple juice for you, Muriel.
Thank you.
Lemon squash for you, George. Henry is a lemon soda, am I right?
Merci beaucoup.
And a wee whiskey for me. Cheers.
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 Was there any change over from the kitty?
Oh, really, George? Imagine bringing that into the conversation.
Well, surely we can all trust one another.
Well, of course, we are friends, surely by now.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Was there any change from the kitty?
3 pence. That's not very much. After all we did, each put in £1.
And some of us seem to have got more out of it than the others.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean, George.
Well, we all had soft drinks, and you had a huge whiskey.
It's a bit petty, is it not, John?
I thought we all came here for a pleasant chat, Alistair, not to subsidize your alcoholism.
I think that's just a wee bit below the belt, Muriel, if you don't mind me saying so. Especially considering, if my memory serves me right, you had not only a large pineapple juice last week, but also a bag of cheese and onion crisps.
Well, at least I handed them round, which is more than could be said for you 2 weeks ago with your porky scratchings. No one else got a look in.
And you got the change from the kiddie.
Well, you know, I mean, really, Henry, if you remember things like that, I just feel sorry for you. It can't have been very much.
It was 50p.
Muriel, this whole argument started because I bought myself a whiskey. Now, would you like to swap?
Oh, I am not in the habit of drinking treble whiskies.
Well, there you are, then.
I'll swap.
I wasn't talking to you, George.
I know you weren't, but I will swap just the same.
Yes. Go on, Alistair. Swap with George.
Well, that's much better, I must say. Cheers.
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 I can't think how we started such a childish argument in the first place.
I can. You started it.
I did not.
Did so.
I did not.
Sort.
Damn. It's no use.
We're trapped. Don't you understand? Trapped. Prisoners in this hellhole, cooped up in this stifling cage, not knowing whether it's day or night, sealed up in this cell, incarcerated in this tomb, or stuck in the slammer. I don't think I can stand it any longer.
I've only been here 10 minutes.
But what if the lift cable were to snap? Even as he spoke, it was probably hanging by one single, solitary strand, twisting this way and that until the inevitable moment when it would snap and send the lift hurling down the shaft, where the crash would throw their helpless bodies against the ceiling of the lift like so many rag dolls, catapulting their intestines through their gullets and up out of their mouths already hideously gaping from the shock of the impact. An impact which had already broken their necks, allowing their heads to loll horribly from side to side. Their horribly, horrifically battered skulls sitting above a mishmash of flesh and bones. Hysteria had already set in, as indeed he knew it would, the normal human interchanges having been replaced with a volcano of violence. A violence made all the more ugly by the lack of available weaponry. And here, the talent that human beings have for improvisation was to come hideously to the fore. Nail files will be used to gouge out eyes. Fingers will be stuck up nostrils and moved sideways so that the flesh split. Felt-tip pens will be inserted.
Can't you see what you've done? She's a woman. What she needs in a situation like this is a little gentle comforting and reassurance.
The magic charm lost, my true identity known, I now had to run for my life.
pursued by Uncle Murdoch and his cruel lackey Beulah.
Come on, Beulah, make you go faster. Gotcha, you young upstart. Do you think you could cheat me out of my rightful inheritance?
Let me do it, sire. I'll make sure it's slow, painful, lingering, and horrible.
Shut up, Beulah! It's all mine now. Prepare to meet your end.
Stay your hand, Murdoch, false master of Dundreich.
Oh, Master, it is the sorceress of darkness. The hermit would have beaten.
Flour from the cornmill, eggs from the chicken, milk from the dairy cow, and grated gouda from the delicatessen.
What does she mean, Master?
Their ingredients, Beulah, individually quite harmless, of course, but mixed and put in an oven at regular Mark 7, 350 degrees, they make cheese scones. Have to act quickly, or Dundreich will wither and die under a plague of heartburn and flatulence.
Do you think your bullets can hurt me?
Yes.
You're right.
The widow's intervention gave me my chance. During the confusion, I was able to escape and return to Edinburgh, where I now reside, cozy and secure. The memories of Dundreich, but a distant nightmare.
Beulah, look who I spy.
Oh, no.
Spare me, Uncle! No, young man. I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Anyway, the critics thought it was the best novel they'd ever read, and had I thought of writing another. But I was in two minds at the time. Matt Busby had just been on at me to sign for United. Yes, was a useful player. Youngest ever schoolboy internationalist. How's a lad of 7 meant to know where his future lies, I ask you? Yes, if the music scholarship to Vienna had come a little sooner, it might just have tipped the scales. But that's the way things go, right? Then came the war, of course. Damn nuisance. It was halfway up Everest at the time. Would have made it to the top if Churchill hadn't summoned me to Downing Street. Wanted me to manage the African campaign. Oh, yes, Monty was as sick as a pig. Then after the war, it was either Viceroy to India or this. Well, I never did like Indian food.
Well, Alec, this is my first visit to one of these so-called restaurants. Cutlery seems clean enough. They've obviously done some research into civilized eating habits. They won't catch me eating with their bloody chopsticks. 4,000 years of civilization, they're still eating with twigs. Let's see now. Oh, look at this chicken burry Jenny. Lamb Hare Krishna. Goodness me, Alec, it's just a wee dot of meat smothered in curry. You'd be eating an old dosser's leg and not notice the difference. It's ironic, really, Alec, when you think about it. We went all that way out there to give them democracy and the best railway system in the world, and what did we get back? Bloody gesture. I'll just have a quick deco at the European menu. Chicken salad or a plain omelette. Honest to goodness, Alec, you drag me in here for a drop of lunch, and the choice is between lesbian feminist diet food or a Gunga Din stew that's going to give me GBH to the taste buds. Bloody disgrace. Where's that waiter? Where is that? Honest to God, Alec, you'd think some of them never even watched Jewel in the Crown. In those days, of course, they thought it was a privilege, Alec, to serve their white masters 7 days a week. Not now, though. No, sirree. Now they think they own the country just because theirs are the only shops you can get a tampon at 1 in the morning. I'm going to... Where's that blood? I bet I know what that waiter's doing. He'll be sitting in that kitchen with his cronies, rolling reefers like drain pipes and listening to that bloody calypso music.
That's a West Indian, surely, Bobby.
East Indians, West Indians, Red Indians, what's the bloody difference? And listen to that. What a racket, honest to God. Does it not occur to them that not everybody's idea of Nirvana is listening to a tomcat being neutered with old Inky Plain of Highly Selassie, highly unlikely.
Do you have anything to say on your own behalf before I pass sentence?
Guilty! I'm ashamed of it, man, made me guilty. This boy, and the victimisation, I bet she's a friend. And you, Mr. Piggy Poppy, what do you know about it, Mr. Glenn Hammond? Nothing, nothing. Mr. Smash and Grab, me down, but dead quiet, what? Mind my own business. I'm Don't you start with me. I knew what you're laughing at. Watch out, Peter, Mr. Lawyer. I'll hold shoot you, bitch. I had nothing. Nothing. No street. Did you Perry Mason? What was a Perry Mason? I was saying if what would the Alcatraz? What do you mean, Clint Eastwood? What's your beauty? Badman. Badman, Mr. Bitchy Bitchy. I was saying I'm a prisoner without solitary confinement. What's it? And I was saying a bunch of ass bandits. And I know, because that's what, I'm telling you, nail buys, shoot the best of it, nail buys. 1 year, I waited, and the big sentimental. I told you, hot shoe show. Oh, what's your Barry Langford? Fussy. I know she was a Dickie Henderson. Oh, Dickie Henderson. Martin Barman, but this is off this bitty. Bitty, it's Tarby. Rod Hill. And that's the same with you. Guilty.
Hey, do you know who is the Prime Minister of London?
London, England?
Well, I do not mean London, Germany, right?
Yeah, well, you could have been talking about London, France.
There ain't no London, France.
Hey, you ever seen it written in the newspapers? There ain't no London, France?
Yeah, well, it still don't answer my question.
What was your question?
Who's the Prime Minister of Europe?
Margaret Thatcher.
That's a kind of weird name for a guy, no?
Yeah, only she's not a he. He's a she.
Isn't that the guy who was going out with that princess down in Dallas?
No, that's Mark Thatcher.
Mark Thatcher, the Prime Minister of Europe, right?
No, that's Margaret Thatcher.
What? A guy called Margaret's been taking out that beauty down there in Texas? What is he, some kind of Boy George sort, huh? Some kind of multi-plug adapter?
Yeah, that is one thing you can say about Ronald Reagan.
What's that?
His name ain't Margaret.
I wake up around 8:30 if I'm not touring. Chico brings me the papers, the Jewish Chronicle, Christian Science Weekly. I turn first to the reviews because I like to keep an eye on the competition. I like some of the things Billy Graham's doing, but I feel he lacks soul. Also, I think playing football stadiums is a little bit passé now. After coffee, I have a quick workout on the bike. You have to discipline yourself in this game. It's so full of pitfalls and temptations, and I've seen a lot of good mates go down. After breakfast, Chico and I go through the mail and discuss my engagements. It's very important to get a good manager. because there are a lot of crooks in the religious business. My first booking today is to open a supermarket. It's a short career being Pope, and you have to look for security for the future. Though the supermarket's just round the corner, I take the carriage because I know the fans expect it.
Welcome to Fresco's, Holy Father.
It's a pleasure to be here, Giacomo. Tell me, you still have these marvellous chocolate-flavoured spaghetti hoops you used to have?
Go!
After cutting the tape, I'm invited to do 2 minutes free shopping to aid the third world. I have been accused of being a popularist, but I look at it this way. What you lose in charisma, you gain in street credibility. Like the good book says, there's no rest for the wicked. My next engagement is for charity. Life has been very good to me, and occasionally I like to put something back. This edition of It's a Celebrity Knockout is going out at Christmas. All the proceeds are going to sick people. Sometimes I fantasise about giving up religion altogether and becoming a Protestant. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy being Pope. In the evenings, Chico and I try to catch up on some of the fan mail. Like all branches of the entertainment industry, the church attracts its share of cranks and weirdos.
Hey, listen to this one. Dear Pope, I'm not a Catholic, but I think you're a good guy and talk a lot of sense. I appreciate the signed photo. It's not for me, it's for the wife.
What's so weird about that, Chico?
He signed the Reverend Ian Paisley. Go on, do it. Cracks me up.
Red Sox! Red Sox! Satanic Antichrist of Rome!
Kill me, Bob, you kill me.
God bless Mummy and Daddy and the baby Jesus and keep them safe. So at the end of the day, I ask myself, what have I got? I've got a good salary, job satisfaction, and I give harmless pleasure to millions of ordinary people. So yes, I guess you could say I'm happy. All the same, it'd be nice if Cliff could get another #1.
And so here I sit, pondering the wisdom of a chance remark to a group of rugby enthusiasts about the validity of a game which involves an oval ball being pursued round a grassy field by 15 rampant homosexuals. The first in a series of multiple stab wounds was inflicted by this handmade Hungarian wood-whittling knife, which is sliced through the jugular, causing my blood to roam in red rivulets round my inner and outer person. Of all the stab wounds, perhaps the most interesting is the one heralded by the arrival of this early 1970s Canadian Lumberjacks number 2X in my chest. It has successfully penetrated the rib cage to turn my left lung into a facsimile of a medium-sized string vest. This symmetrical aperture appeared when the bullet, which incidentally was fired by a silver and gold Winchester rifle with a monogrammed shaft, began its eventful journey to the top of my spine by first of all shattering the cheekbone into tiny fragments, which dropped to the table with a staccato beat not unlike the opening bars of In the Mood. Some barely discernible globules of plasma run back down the spinal passage to meet up with remnants of a kidney, which was floating freely in the cavernous void so delicately created by the combined forces of 30 cushion-soled training shoes, thereby allowing the entire contents of the lower abdomen to emerge in a blancmange of bilious fluidity. A fluidity which... And so, as the soul leaves the body for the eternal fire of hell, the skin of the cell begins to melt, thereby causing the...
Didn't know you kept a dog.